Hello everyone, it's Chris. We are in Old Forge, New York, about 250 miles from home in Niagara Falls. Old Forge is in the Adirondack Mountains. It is a Sunday afternoon and this place is booming. I mean, it is booming. We're maybe, I don't know, halfway through the town. I had lunch a quarter mile back at a cute little place that was hopping, but we are on our way to Lake Placid, where I'm spending the night. And we have a heck of a ride in front of us because we're going to ride through the heart of the Adirondack Mountains. I just love this little town. I've never been to Old Forge. Old Forge is a kind of a popular spot with snowmobilers. So in the winter, it's really jamming. But I was surprised that on a Sunday afternoon, it's as busy as it is. But I guess it's early afternoon. My guess is the place will clear out in a few hours. But, oh, this coffee place looks cool. You can see that I have a new accessory. That's a Garmin Zumo X2, and I'll talk a little bit about that, why I have it. As a minimalist, it took me a while to kind of make the decision and pull the trigger on getting that. Oh, wow, we're right on the water here. Can you see that? A lot of ice cream places I noticed in Old Forge, and I love ice cream, but I'm not stopping in any of them because I know where I'm having dinner tonight in Lake Placid. Now that looks awesome. Kind of water slides and Calypso's Cove. That looks awesome. I know where I'm having dinner. I'm having barbecue in Lake Placid, and I know the ice cream place I'm having. I kind of checked it out online. A big part of my adventures has to do... Oh, look at this. Look at the deer. A big part of my adventure always involves food. And so when I know I'm going to spend the night somewhere, I try to check out the restaurants beforehand. But anyway, so between now and Lake Placid, between Old Forge and Lake Placid, I should say, we have about 100 miles. And it's 100 miles of twisties, as you can see. We're in the Adirondack Mountains, and my problem is going to be our elevation right now is 1,770 feet, and I know we're going to get a lot higher than that. My problem is these roads are totally unfamiliar with me, and what that means is I don't know when the best parts are for shooting video. I'm not going to shoot a 100-mile or a 2-hour video. One, I can't do it with the GoPro. Two, I wouldn't want to because it would take 2 hours just to get through the initial round of edits. So I'm kind of playing this by ear, but I can tell you right now this is going to be a great ride. The camera, we have a new camera setting. You gave me some really good input on the wide versus the super wide, and I did a little more research. So the camera is now wide angle based on your recommendations. It was almost unanimous. In fact, I think it may have been unanimous. It's 30 frames per second, not 60 frames per second. And I adjusted the I guess it's called the shutter speed to reflect that, and because I did that, I needed to put, I bought ND filters when I first bought this thing, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even know what an ND filter was, but my little limited homework that I did basically said you need that, but I never really did. But I think it's because the shutter speed that I was using, I didn't need a ND filter, but now that I've adjusted that shutter speed, I do need it. You can see you're going to see snowmobile crossing signs all over on this trip. So anyway, I am hoping beyond hope that the video comes out well. So anyway, I went ahead and bought the GPS, and we're going to put it through the paces because we have a heck of an adventurous couple of weeks in front of us. So we are on our way to Lake Placid, where I'm spending the night in a Hampton Inn. I'm a Hampton Inn guy. I'm a Hilton Honors Rewards guy. But the Hampton Inn in Lake Placid looks awesome. Hampton Inns, they're kind of a cookie cutter motel. You see them on the side of interstates, and they all look the same. Well, this one looks like it looks almost like it was a lodge that Hilton bought and just put the Hampton Inn badge on it, because it is super cool looking. But anyway, we're staying there tonight, then driving to Saratoga Springs tomorrow, then driving to Rhode Island for another family visit. From Rhode Island, I'm definitely going to take a trek up to the White Mountains of New Hampshire, and at some point I'm going to try to get out to Cape Cod and get out to Block Island if everything kind of aligns just perfectly, or even semi-perfectly. In the midst of all this travel, we're going to climb 3 mountains. So just north of Lake Placid is Whiteface Mountain. And Whiteface Mountain is not the tallest, but it's one of the tallest peaks in New York State. It's like 4,800 feet. And there's an auto road that climbs up to the top. So we're going to climb that mountain. I might do that this afternoon, or I might do it tomorrow morning. Either way, it'll be a separate video from this video that you're watching now. Then the next day we're going to drive to Saratoga, but on the way we're going to stop in Lake George. Oh, a cool mountain up ahead. We are now at 1,757 feet. We've been kind of at that elevation since Old Forge, but I know we're going to climb as we get closer to Lake Placid. So we're going to climb Whiteface Mountain today, Prospect Mountain tomorrow, which is right at Lake George, and then when we go up to the mountains of New Hampshire, the White Mountains, we're going to climb Mount Washington, which will be the tallest peak. It's like 6,000 feet. I think it's the tallest peak in the Northeast, or maybe even the entire eastern half of the United States, but it'll be pretty epic. We might ride through a couple of different weather systems, we might ride through clouds, but it's going to be awesome. So what I'm going to do, gang, is I'm going to cut it off here. I do not want to run out of GoPro juice, battery juice. I've got plenty of batteries with me, but I don't want to be on the side of the road unscrewing the thing, taking it apart to put a battery in. So I'm going to cut it off here, and I'm going to pick it up when I think I sense another ice cream spot, when I sense some really awesome scenic views. There's the lake, if you can see it there. You know what, I'm going to just keep it on because we may be coming to a better vantage point for that lake, and I don't want you to think that I'm completely crazy, because there is a lake there. You can see it on this on the GPS. It's just beyond the field of vision for the phone. Well, I guess we're not going to get closer to the lake. Gang, I'm going to cut it off here. We'll pick it up with some better views ahead. Okay, I picked it back up just like a minute after I shut it down, because I think we're going to come up to a vantage point where we'll see the lake. I want to, oh, there's a boat launch down there. I could go down there, but I just want you to see it. Little traffic up ahead. Oh, there's some kind of town center, I guess, up ahead. Oh, a caboose up here on the left. Inlet Historic Society. The caboose. Oh, it's an ice cream place. Oh, no, it's an eatery. I see ice cream places in my sleep, so... Oh, this is wild. This is awesome. Northern Lights dead ahead. I'm certain that's an ice cream place. I'm not imagining that, right? It's tempting. Oh my word. This is cool. I'm glad I turned the camera on. I have a feeling it's going to take longer than 2 hours to get to Lake Placid, but that's okay. It's a cool church. I think we're going to get a vantage point to the right here on the lake. Yeah, perfect. See? Now that's just a little inlet from the lake. Awesome. Okay, gang, I'm going to shut it down again. Snowmobile for sale if anyone wants one. I'm going to shut it down and then I'll pick it up at some point. Cool stretch of road here. I think we've got another lake view coming up based on just what little I can see on these little miniature maps here. I can tell you right now, this is going to be a hard video for me to edit, and it's going to be hard for me. I'm so tempted to just let the video run, and when I run out of juice, change the battery on the road. I mean, I can do it. It's a pain. You see the lake view there? Because I don't know that there's going to be any stretch of this road that is not going to be awesome in terms of hills and the twists and the turns. And so when I said we'll be putting the GPS, oh, this is awesome. Oh, yeah. Seventh Lake is what this is called. Wow. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. We're going to be putting the GPS through the paces because we're going to be in a lot of mountainous terrain really throughout this trip between New York, New Hampshire, and the White Mountains. And what I'm going to do is do a kind of a review of the Garmin Zumo XT. Certainly after this trip I'll have 2,000 miles of usage on it, but at some point I'll do that. The Zumo XT is kind of dated. There's now a Zumo XT2, and I believe that one's been out for a while too. So this is really dated, but the technology on these new devices is so far ahead of where I am. It's kind of like the GoPro. I didn't buy the latest GoPro. I bought one 2 generations back, and it still scares me in terms of the technology. So I bought one, a Zumo XT, because I knew it would be far more capable than I will ever, you know, have need for it. So this Adirondacks country is, and I knew it from looking at maps before this trip, but I didn't realize it just how many lakes and whatnot, bodies of water there are. A lot of them are interconnected. So water sports are big up here. I passed an abundance of marine dealers selling pontoon boats and kayaks and all the rest of it. In the winter, I'm sure that a lot of those places are selling snowmobiles, including cousins of the Spyder, right? The Skidoo snowmobiles. Okay, so this is called 8th Lake. It's just to our left. We can't see it, but I think we're going to see it coming up here soon. But so these lakes must be numbered. Okay, I can see it through these woods. I know you can't with the GoPro. But I'm going to leave the camera running until we pass this, and I'm going to shut it down and pick it up when we get to another, what will be an obvious. Okay, I'm going to cut it off here. I think you might be able to see it. Whoa. I think you might be able to see it through the trees. I can't clearly, but I'm going to cut off the camera and pick it up in a bit. Oh, right here, we're going to get a view, right here. See? You can see all the activity with the little boats and whatnot, and a seaplane. I don't know if you saw that, but there was a seaplane there. I will tell you this is my first adventure out here, and I am a big fan. I am completely sold on the Adirondack Mountains. Oh, this is good. I'm going to stand up here. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, look at those peaks back there. Oh my gosh. I'll bet it's absolutely just breathtaking in the fall when the leaves are, you know, changed to their golds and their reds and their yellows. I'll bet this is awesome. And I may try to make a trip out here in the fall, because if I can time it right, it would be just perfect. We've got a few bikers up ahead of us. Okay, so here's the lake. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. Please believe me. There it is. Oh, how'd you like to rent one of those cabins? Awesome. Okay, another day, another lake. Same day actually, but there's a cool peak just off to our left up ahead that I'm going to point out to you that I think is awesome. again, Whiteface Mountain that we're going to climb in the next video. I may do it today, but it'll be the next video. That is not the tallest peak, but it's like one of the top 5, I think. But look at that peak up there. Isn't that something? So, oh, look. That's cool. See the beach there? Awesome. I just love it. So we're now, our elevation is like in the 1840s. At some point, again, we're gonna climb as we get closer and closer to Lake Placid. Another ice cream place at the gas station, of course. Oh, it's more than a gas station. Wow, that's cool. Nice set of tennis courts right on the lake there. Now, what is all this congestion about? Must be for that place. Steamboat Landing, maybe? Maybe there's a few places here. Oh, this is neat. What is that? Antiques and Uniques. I love it. So the twisties of the southern tier south of Buffalo have nothing on the Adirondacks, that's for sure. Now that's not fair. The peaks here are so much more taller and majestic and whatnot, and in abundance compared to the southern tier, but I sure wish I lived close to a spot like this, because I'd be on a new adventure every single day. But again, I've got to pick and choose where I'm going to shoot video, because I'm not going to run like a 2-hour video. I respect your time, and I want to edit them tightly and whatnot. Now, what is this? What is this? Like an elevated parking thing up there. It's a parking garage in the middle of nowhere. How is that possible? Huh. Maybe there's a little resort back there that I just didn't see. We just went through a cool little hamlet. I thought about circling back so I could get video of it, but I was too late. But this looks like it's going to be even cooler in terms of imagery, because we're coming up right close to this lake here. I think this is Long Lake. Oh, awesome. Oh, a couple of seaplanes. I love it. Is this guy going to take off? Oh, wouldn't you love to just see a seaplane take off from here? This is so cool. Oh, wow. I will tell you this. If I get to my hotel tonight and I start to edit video and realize something malfunctioned, I will be just completely devastated. I will just be wrecked. Because this is going to be one of my more epic rides, no doubt about it. Well, it is one of my more epic rides. The question is the video gonna come out as epic as the ride actually is? We are now about an hour out from our destination of Lake Placid. 38 miles to go. Our elevation's been fluctuating. We're down to 1,600 feet now. We crossed 2,000 a while back there. But you would expect that in the mountains, right? It's not always up, it's up and down. We passed a couple of Spyders. Oh, parking area. Oh, awesome. I don't really need to pull over here, but I'm gonna, just to get an up close view of this. Oh yeah. Yep. Beautiful country. Absolutely beautiful. So again, folks, when you think about New York State, if you think about skyscrapers and hordes of crowds and dingy, you know, dirty city, that is not New York State. That is New York City, and it's like a whole nother country. I think this is Tupper Lake, which is both a lake and a town, I believe. This looks like the longest stretch where we're actually riding along a lake that we can see. Oh, tons of boats out there. I don't think you could probably make them out on the GoPro, but they're fishing out there. I guess there's a lot of grassland within the lake, and my guess is that attracts fish. Wow, look at that. That's a boat launch, huh? A lot of pickup trucks and boats. Cool cabins. The Raquette River. Couple of ladies enjoying the lake. Oh, this looks cool. We're getting closer, gang. We're 14 miles out from the hotel, about 21 minutes according to GPS. It's a long day. We started out at 9 o'clock. It's almost 4 o'clock now, but it's been a great day. Awesome. Just love the water. Never been a boater, never been a boat guy, never lived on the water, but I just love it. And I love these hills. Oh, I know the GoPro doesn't pick up, maybe in this new wide view compared to what I was using, maybe it'll pick up terrain topography better than what I thought. At least my last camera settings were picking up. But I can see, I get seasick, but I don't get motion sickness like when I'm in a car or on a motorcycle. But I can see how some people might in these Adirondack mountains. I stopped and checked my GoPro battery. It looks like it's going to make it all the way to the end. So I'll get to the hotel, change out the battery, and then I think I'm going to run to Whiteface Mountain today, and so I can edit that video tonight. So we're now in another town. I don't know if this is Saranac Lake. Cool rivers going through the town. Watch the road, Chris. Watch the road. Oh, beautiful. Can you see that? I'll bet this town, yeah, it is Saranac Lake. I can see one of the banners. So my initial plan, isn't that cool? I don't know if that's the town hall or not. My initial plan was to stay here for the night. And Saranac Lake and Lake Placid are like, I don't know if they're sister cities, but they're like 10 miles apart. And the hotel, the Hampton Inn hotel that I want to stay at, was cheaper when I started looking a couple of weeks ago in Saranac Lake than Lake Placid. But then when I went to book, it looked like Lake Placid was cheaper, and so that's where we're staying. And the Lake Placid Hampton Inn, again, it looks like a lodge. I'm going to try to, if my battery holds out, show you that as we pull in. Oh, this is beautiful. That town looks beautiful, but this lake is awesome. Oh. Just fantastic. Someone tied their boat right there. That's kind of cool. And they probably went to one of these businesses or something. Who knows? Kayaks, canoes. Not a bad place to stay in that hotel, huh? I think that's what it is. Maybe it's condos, but whatever it is, it's pretty cool. So what is this? Saranac Lake Waterfront Lodge. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And of course, ice cream. Wow. It's a beautiful lake. It's just beautiful. Gauthier's Saranac Lake Inn. Nice. I will be back, folks. I can tell you that. Looks like a nice Mexican place there. Casa del Sol. I will try to come back, folks, here in the fall. If I don't come all this far, I will at least make it to Old Forge, which really was just pretty awesome. Okay, we're now in Lake Placid. Now that's an awesome mountain there. I wonder if that's Whiteface. Just from the general proximity, as I understand the topography, that could be Whiteface, but there's a bunch of like tall peaks up ahead. I can't wait to see downtown Lake Placid. Again, the Winter Olympics 1984, the Miracle on Ice, the hockey game that just electrified so many. I'm not a hockey fan, but you know, just considering the state of the world, and I don't want to get into geopolitics, so we're going to forget about that as we pull into Lake Placid. Stewart Shops, that's a big New York State, in rural parts of New York State. I think they make their own ice cream, but it's like a convenience store chain. Oh, that's neat. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. Looks like it's nothing right now. It's too bad. Oh my word. Oh my word. So I believe that's Lake Placid. There's also Mirror Lake, and I think, like, according to GPS, like, we're coming right into the downtown area right now, but I know you can see that. Ooh. Oh, this is awesome. I'll try to find where I'm going to have dinner and then ice cream, because they're close to each other. Oh, this is a neat old-timey theater. Palace. That looks like a cool place. Oh, I love this. I love it. Oh, wow. So look at that place up there. That looks like a cool place to have dinner. Not bad, huh? Upstairs Grill. Yep, that's appropriately named. Don't conk out on me now, GoPro. Please don't do it. Oh wow, I see something really awesome. Off in the distance right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I don't know what that is, but oh, we're gonna ride right by it. Oh my word. Oh, it's a Crown Plaza Hotel. With a Corvette on display. That's pretty neat. Oh, that's the Convention and Visitors Bureau also. Okay, so we may have passed the barbecue. Here's a barbecue place, but I'm not eating here. There's another one that looked like it was better. Not a bad place to go to high school. Right next to the Olympic, whatever it is. So I told you the Hampton Inn was not the typical Hampton Inn, the typical cookie cutter. And I selected a room. You can select rooms online. And I selected a room facing west, which overlooks Mirror Lake, which should be right there to our left. And yeah, there it is right there. And I believe I'll see the sunset tonight from my room. Oh my gosh, look at all the people swimming. Can you see all the people swimming in the lake? Folks, this is Chris signing off, and from Lake Placid, New York. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you do not subscribe, if you would subscribe, I sure would appreciate it. I'm gonna park right here, because I have reverse, and even though this is a slight slope, I can back out. And until the next video, which will be the White Mountain video, I'm sorry, the Whiteface Mountain video, thanks for watching, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.